Welcome to this year's first edition of WPRP. I'm Roberto.
And I'm Sophia. PRP, do you have talent in graphic arts, art, or writing? If you do, here's a story from Abby that might inspire you.
I spread the blanket and watched the stars myself and tried to bring forth some of the magic Mom did. Nothing came but tears.
Well, the PRP Pulse is our school's literary magazine. It highlights our students' creative writing and photography and visual art.
The Pulse is just a really good way for students to be able to show their artistic, without just hanging around the school, you know what I mean?
We thought the Pulse would be a great way to get students excited about writing and also a great way to showcase the wonderful work that our students are doing here at school.
Well, my class contributes to visual art, so it could be drawing or painting and sculpture as well.
Art kids have another format and they can actually put a picture to a story, and they really complement each other.
The first couple years, the writing 1 and 2 kids mostly just submit pieces, and so they submit pieces, then it goes through the editorial process. The editorial process is run primarily by my 4th year students. They go through the pieces which are given to them anonymously, and then they rate them, and then I kind of go back behind them and make kind of the final cut.
What I do to contribute to the Pulse is a lot of the times I write stories, and some of them get into the Pulse, and a lot of the times people will actually just come to me personally because they know that I can critique them relatively well, and so we'll work on their stories together to where they feel comfortable submitting it for the Pulse.
My design students work on the project on the computers, and in InDesign they create all the layout for each issue, getting it ready from the very beginning concept to the printed piece. We're currently working on an online edition so that students can be a little bit more involved and keep it more current. As students are writing new pieces, we can publish them immediately and have it something that's a little bit more engaging.
I just appreciate the opportunity to highlight our students' work. Anytime we can recognize our students and our programs, that's a plus for everyone. So I'm very proud of the Pulse. I love the idea of it. I hope it continues. I hope people will value it.
None of my family are here to help me raise the red and gray canvas beast, nor to kindle the fire while I watch the grassy sea move.
This is PRP correspondent Abby Anderson reporting for Our Kids.
Great job, PRP. If you haven't had the chance to come out and support our sports this fall, you're really missing out.
Here's Kyler Hack with highlights from this year's girls volleyball team.
PRP's freshman, JV, and varsity volleyball teams have started out strong this year. Our PRP Lady Panthers have been playing as a family. No matter what happens, we always play our heart out. Every year we accomplish more and more goals. Our love and passion for volleyball never ends. Come support your freshman, JV, and varsity Lady Panthers take on more teams.
PRP is talented in so many ways. At the beginning of the year, the seniors painted their own parking spot. Here's Tori with the story.
For the past 10 years, seniors have been painting their parking spots. They have been putting a lot of time and effort. Let's take a look.
I really like it because I just like to have a spot that's mine. That's just always mine. I always get a park here and no one else can, and I really like that.
It means a lot to me, and what the past 4 years have been, basically my Friday nights are nothing but football and Alex. It's everything that I ever wanted my senior year to be about.
It really just means me, it reminds me of every Friday night, what I do on Friday nights, go to games and be in the black hole. When I pull in every morning, I'm like, oh, I can't wait I'll be on Friday mornings, I can't wait for the game and all that.
Colors have always been some of my favorites, and the bows represent my love for cheerleading. And the flowers are just something I've always liked.
That was really fun. Actually, Alex and Alyssa kind of helped us out with it, so it was kind of fun just hanging out doing it. And
the struggles were outlining everything, because after you've actually drew it, it's hard to try to outline everything because you end up painting on that and it ends up just messing everything up.
I mean, yeah, it was hot and we were sweating and I had paint all over my new shoes and stuff, but it was worth it.
I love painting my spot. Make sure when you're a senior you get your own parking spot. Signing out with WPRP, I'm Tori Arnold.
Okay. I had a lot of fun painting my parking spot.
I hope I have as much fun next year as the seniors did this year. Next up, Teresa asks a few freshmen about the transition to high school.
What I like about the school year so far is that you can express yourself, like you can wear what you want.
It's a lot of work for especially me in the AP program. My first impressions is that there's a lot of freedom here compared to middle school.
I came from No, so I didn't really know about it here. You know, you always get that nervous feeling coming to a new school.
Right.
Take your hood off, PRP.
Take your headphones out, PRP.
Put your phones away, PRP.
Hey, don't you see that? Throw your trash away, PRP.
Stop crowding the stairs, PRP.
Have you found your career path? If not, here is Zoe with one choice that leaves us all smiling.
I'm here at the Louisville Zoo with zoologist Amy Seidler. What position are you here at the zoo?
I'm what's classified as a keeper too, which basically is a zookeeper. I'm responsible for the care of the glacier animals, which include grizzly bears, polar bears, and seals and sea lions. Skills pretty much, you need at least a associate's degree in biology. You need a lot of hours of experience with exotic animals, and a lot of that's done through volunteering. You need to be patient, caring, and a hard worker.
How did you get started here at the Louisville Zoo?
It started as a volunteer. I had a good, I think, 3 or 4 years volunteering. Came back here, started it as what's considered a part-time RPT position, and got to a full-time position. I did start in our commissary, which is classified as a lower position, and worked up to the position that I am in now.
What is the most difficult part about your job?
None of our days are the same. We may come in and clean every day, but the animals present us with something different. And also there are days that animals don't want to do what you want them to do, and that can be nerve-wracking. And probably the hardest part is when an animal either leaves our facility or passes on.
Could you explain a typical workday for me?
First thing, we'll go and check on all the animals, make sure everybody looks good, nobody's hurt or has passed on during the night. And then we kind of organize our day as far as where our bears are going to go, what we're going to do with our seals and sea lions, and from there we just start moving. We'll clean, feed. We have our training sessions structured into our day, so we make time for that. If we have any special behind the scenes or anything, we make time for that. But basically it's cleaning, feeding, continue that throughout the day until we leave.
What advice would you give to someone interested in this career?
I would suggest volunteering, especially in different areas, to see what you want to do, because a lot of people come in here thinking it's one thing and it's something else. It is a lot of hard work, it's dirty. Most people see it from the outside as training and that's cool. That's a reward for us for the hard work of cleaning and taking care of the animals and cleaning up the messes. And just basically start volunteering, make sure it's what you want to do, and if it is, try to get on either an internship, or if you can find an entry-level position into a zoo, that would be the way to go.
Reporting from the Louisville Zoo for WPRP, this is Zoe Box.
I love the zoo. That must have been a lot of fun.
Who doesn't, right? Our last story has Jalen on the prowl looking for talent. And if you are like us, we love to hear about the talent that our school students have.
Weeks ago, I featured her on Rage News, and now I had the privilege to feature her again on WPRP. Here it is, guys. All-American dancer, Miss Lexi Harrod.
Hello, my name is Lexi Harrod. I'm 17 years old and I go to Pleasure Ridge High School. I really started getting into it when I was about in the 7th or 6th grade. I started doing studio and starting to really get trained and things like that. Every day in the morning I try to stretch before I go to bed and as I wake up. I like to try to get in school as early as I can to try to come in the dance studio or stay after school and practice my routines or just things that I feel like I need to work on better as a dancer. There are a group of girls from from grades freshmen to seniors, and what it is you have 2 captains and then leaders. We practice outside and inside the building from after school till about 5 o'clock maybe. We started a group called Juvenile Sisterhood, and it's for like dancers or girls or boys that can't like have money problems, money troubles, home situations, or can't ride places. Like we try to make things convenient for kids that want to get out of the street and get in something like more, get in something better than that. Like we want to soon have our own studio and be able to bring in more people and things like that. I became an All-American dancer. We went in this room from like 9 in the morning to 9 at night. It was about 300 of us, and it had like 6, people watching us from the moment that we stepped in there to the moment we left. And they pointed me out of all the girls in front of everyone, and they said this girl had a really nasty attitude and everything. They scared me, and then they said that they were just kidding, and they held my ribbon out the very first day and was like, come get this ribbon, you're our All-American dancer now. And I just cried and just ran up there, and then they watched me from there, and then we had an audition the last day of camp, and they called me and gave me a certificate and said that I was one of the best leaders. I won the overall dance camp leader.
Lexi, you are just an amazing dancer. Reporting for WPRP, I'm Jalen Level. Back to you.
That's all for our first edition of WPRP. We hope you enjoyed it.
Make sure you come out on Friday as the seniors take on the juniors in Powder Puff. There will be an awesome halftime performance. See you next month for our next edition. That's really good. Woo! I love the zoo.
Don't touch me.